It's Monday, April the 12th, and the pubs have opened in England, well, at least beer gardens anyway. I'm on the canal, just arrived, and I'm not a million miles away from a pub, and there's lots of people out there. Me? This will do me nicely, thank you very much. A cup of tea. I stopped drinking alcohol in my early 20s and I haven't touched a drop since. It was a lifestyle choice, and it's one of the best choices that I've ever made, and I've never looked back and regretted it. I have nothing against drinking. People are out there tonight, that doesn't bother me. It's just a personal choice. We all make choices, don't we, in life? Mine tonight is not to go to the Pig's Bladder or the Red Lion or whatever the name of the pub is. Instead though, to come fishing with a cup of tea. I've been to work as well today. Didn't get back till, well, by the time I wrapped everything up, I was in the house about 5:45. Made a flask, loaded the car and down the canal for an hour or so up to dark. I realised I had roach in the swim from the sucked maggots. Just caught the first one. A nice, small, but perfectly formed canal roach. Life and the desire to get the most out of it has taught me to become a multitasker. While I've been watching the float, I've also been dealing with some work-related stuff, and I've just watched the press conference that we did earlier today with our head coach Anthony Limbrick. He's only been with the club just over a week now. Previously at Southampton for 5 years, worked with Pochettino and Koeman. Then he was at West Ham. In between, he was in the England setup, the under-17s, the Woking manager, manager and assistant manager at Grimsby Town. So I just watched that. That's good. That's all online. And while I was just coming to the end of it, so it was great timing, the float went and I've caught what is only my second fish of the session. So very, very slow today. It's fortunately I'm down and I've got it on the unhooking mat there. Because I always carry an unhooking mat even when I'm after these smaller fish. You saw it there, it's very lively. I think I need to get it back. A small bream. And talking of work, just casting out again there, I'm in Barry tomorrow in South Wales. It's another game for the New Saints in the JD Cymru Premier, which is the top flight league in Wales. And we're top of the table after the victory on Saturday, combined with Connah's Quay Nomads losing at home as well. So that was a good day all round for TNS. Working in football, let me just put the top on my maggot tub there because it's quite wet and they're crawling out. Working in football, you do come across, you do encounter so many people who are absolutely full on. It's one of those things, football. If you're a football fan, then of course you understand just how passionate you get. But when you work in it, it becomes even more of a passion. And there are many people. I've got a nice fish on here. I don't know what this is. Oh no, I've had a hook pull. That felt like a perch. Certainly is the witching hour. But many people who work in football, I think there's probably so much pressure to perform, especially with managers and players, that it becomes an obsession almost in many ways. Now me, I love football. I love working in football, but I've got that balance, and I was only talking to a couple of players today about fishing and how it acts as a check in my life. Not that I need it because I've got the balance anyway. And I said to one of them, if I haven't been fishing for a week, the alarm bells would be ringing because that means I'm too busy. Doesn't matter how busy I am elsewhere, as long as I can get out, even if it's just for an hour or so, like tonight, I'm definitely on the right side of the line, even if I do have a hook pull from a good perch. And talking of Wales, Paul Huxtable posted a comment on my sight today. I don't get too many, probably because I'm not controversial. If you posted controversial stuff, you get all sorts of things going on, wouldn't you? Like you get on Twitter and places like that. I do welcome them though, and I do appreciate when people post there. So please go on there and post something. But Paul's actually from Wales and he's moved to the Midlands, so he's enjoying the Midlands canals. Tomorrow I'm off to Wales. Looking forward to that very much indeed. However, as well as this evening session, I'm also planning on getting up early in the morning to grab an hour before I set off to Mid Wales, and then the journey down to the South Wales coast, Barry, which is not too far from Cardiff. Gienna Park will be the destination. No fans allowed in games this season in Welsh football. In fact, there's only the top flight that's been going. No other divisions or leagues have been running, so no fans at all. Working in football at least gives you the opportunity to take in a few games. And on that score, it's been quite decent this season. I've been to Liverpool's training ground, Stoke City. We played Wolves as well earlier on in the pre-season games, and been to one of my favourite places in the world, although I've been mostly to North America and Europe and Africa. The Faroe Islands, I really enjoyed that one. Anyway, I've probably got another 10 minutes left now, and just that one roach and the one bream. Was it a waste of time coming fishing to catch 2 fish? Well, as it stands at the moment, 2 fish. No, it's never ever a waste of time when you go fishing.